Good morning, traders. Today is August 21st. I'm going to try something a little different in this video. I'm calling this the 5-minute update. We're going to focus on my predictive modeling and other charting solutions, and we're going to give 40 seconds to each symbol, see how we can do within 5 minutes. Here we go. Starting off with the S&P, the ES, we're looking at a weekly chart. We have an expanding wedge here. You can see the markets have moved into this downward wedge. We have an A, B, C moving to an extended C move down here up to this extended range. I believe we're nearing a top. We could see some sideways rotation, potentially attempt to break out if the U.S. market stays strong. Let's take a look at the predictive modeling and see what the predictive modeling shows for the ES. This is my ADL predictive modeling system. This is a daily chart. You can see we have a fairly strong upward bias here, possibly up into the 4,400 range. We have some weakness over here. It's the end of my 40 seconds here. Let me come back to the Fibonacci modeling system, which shows that we're already reaching our extended levels. So 4,400 looks like the peak. Next, let's move to the NQ. And this is going to go as quickly as I can here, folks. NQ has got, once these all load, here we go. NQ is already beyond the upward extension on this daily chart. Looks like it wants to try to pull back to the 13,000 level. Let's take a look over here at the predictive modeling system. Predictive modeling, the way it works is it maps out price activity. Let's see if this coincides. Yes, it looks like it's got a stronger bias down to the 13,000 level. So watch this, possibly down to 12,400. There is a chance that we could see upward movement, but stalling around 14,000. If we come back over here, we have NASDAQ. I'm going to move this to NASDAQ. Is stalling out in this other range here. We've got a cycle peak taking place here, the end of a cycle date. We could see some big volatility, a big pullback, possibly down into this 12,400-500 area before we see any upward movement. U.S. markets are staying fairly strong. Let's go to transports. Transports are still a little bit a ways from key resistance. We could see another 2 or 3% move to the upside in the transports. Let's take a look at the predictive modeling and Fibonacci systems. Predictive modeling here is showing us transports. And what I'm doing here, folks, is just asking it for a range of predictive outcomes to see what's happening. Transports could move up to the 260 level on continued support, but also have this deeper 225 move here that looks like it's in September 9th. So we could see a little bit more support, but over here we get a broad range with a lot of clustering down in this 225 level. The Fibonacci modeling system suggests that the peak has already been reached. We're in a confirmed downward trend right now. And we do have that 220, 212, and later on, way down here, potentially 180. So transports might be leading the markets lower here. We'll have to see how it plays out. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is breaking strongly downward. We had a confirmed bearish trend here. We have Fibonacci projection levels around 16,000, which is where my ultimate bottom call was made many, many months ago. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. And again, what I'm looking for here is a confluence of predictive outcomes. So understand, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to get a wide variety of potential outcomes. You can see there's one outcome here that shows it going way up to 36,000, which could happen. That's in September 14th. And we have a confluence of broader outcomes moving it down to 18,000, 16,000, 14,000, and one outcome here that has an outlier down around 10,000. My assumption here is that we're going to move into a downward cycle trend back to 16,000. Although there is a one outcome here that shows it really moving strongly higher. So understand that there's a potential chance we could see this moving strongly higher. That's the end of my 4.5 minutes today. I'm going to try to get better at this. Follow along. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. And let's see if we can turn this into a quick little 5-minute snapshot of the markets.